Welcome to Yankee.
Out! Watch out! Ooh, that was close.
That's gotta hurt.
Okay, Noakes shuffling back to behind the plate. Key's got the ball, looking around the mound, pounding his glove. Was he scratching his ball?
No, oddly enough, he was scratching Mike Gallego's balls.
And here's the pitch. Grounded.
Yep.
Second base, Gallego to Mattingly, and there's
You see, a pitcher's got to take care of his infield. He was scratching Mike Gallego's ball, and he made a beautiful play on the next pitch.
Yeah, well, I tell you, the infield's a little soggy there. And Gallego looked a little soggy himself on that play.
Rich, take a look at Don Mattingly down at first base. Doesn't he look godlike to you?
Yes. Yes, he does. That would be Tim Nearing, third baseman. I believe earlier in the game, strike one. Nearing having a rough year for the Sox.
What you just saw was a picture of Jimmy Key from his bar mitzvah photo.
Key rocks and deals the 1-1, and that's short fly to right. Oh,
Did he catch it or was it a trap? We're
and
waiting for a ruling.
The umpire was a little bit slow in getting out there. He kind of looked like he had a bit of a load in his pants on his way out there. And the Yankee fans are not pleased. They called that a trap.
Rich, I'm going to bow out now, and our next guest killer commentator is going to be Evan Schwartz. It's been a pleasure working with you.
The replay clearly caught in right by Paul O'Neill. The fans have a legitimate beef on that one.
Rich, it's been a pleasure working with you. I'm going to hand you over to Evan Schwartz.
Thank you, Mark. Pleasure. The replay clearly shows that it may or may not have been caught. Of course, they won't show it on the Dynavision in the stadium because the fans are a little bit hostile.
Good afternoon.
And I'd like to introduce Evan Schwartz in the booth.
Oh, thank you, Ralph.
That's Rich.
It's a beautiful day at the stadium, Ralph.
Can't really tell what kind of day it is from under here, actually.
Well, I'd like to put in a word for our sponsor.
Okay, feel free.
Joe's Franks. They're plump and juicy.
And there's a liner to center. Tough play, and it's going to drop in. Nearing holds up at second.
I thought that was
Vaughn is on at first. Now, you may or may not know this, but Jimmy Key has had a tremendous year for the Yankees, but Mo Vaughn has owned him.
I would say that Jimmy Key was a member of the Key Club.
Well, he's been a Key member for a number of years.
That's true.
Mo Vaughn has simply owned Jimmy Key this year. He has a home run in this game, and now he's 2 for 3. Rob Deere steps in, batting from the right side, leading all of baseball in strikeouts. First pitch, ball one.
The way Jimmy Key throws that slider, Ralph, reminds me of a fellow who was on the Boston Braves in '38. Do you know who I'm talking about?
No, I have absolutely no. And
I can't remember his damn name.
2-0 now on Rob Deere. Key has essentially been in trouble in each inning of this ballgame. Do we have any action out in the Yankee bullpen there, Evan?
The bullpen looks fairly empty right now. I think
and it is 3-0. That will be 3-0. Hello, how are you?
Ralph, have you seen The Fugitive? It's a marvelous movie.
Tremendous.
Tremendous movie.
Key coming set. Gets the sign from Noakes. Shakes him off. Now into the windup. And the pitch. Swinging strike. 3-1. Well, they gave him the green light there on 3-0. And he waved.
The first base umpire looks terribly
slider.
bored. Would you agree?
I think he may be sleeping. Strike. And Deere sits down.
Oh, he is irked.
Well, Deere
is in a
continuing-
foul mood tonight.
Key seems to be, he's kneeling down behind the mound. Either he's getting mud out of his spikes or praying. Steps up. What do you think he was praying about there, Evan?
I think he was praying about the outfield, hoping it would dry up. You got to hand it to these guys playing through this slog.
Carlos Quintana steps up for the Red Sox. 0 for 1. First pitch, high and tight, ball 1. Key is getting behind all the hitters. The way he's getting behind those hitters, you think he has something nasty in mind.
Something nasty in his behind.
Indeed. And that's a ball.
What do you think of the crowd, Ralph?
The crowd,
Are they a boisterous crowd?
fairly boisterous, although a little wet.
They've been through a lot today. They've been through traffic.
Yes. 2-0 to pitch to Quintana coming. Runners on first and second. Ball 3, Key in trouble. He's just not looking like Jimmy Key today.
He isn't.
No, he's looking a little bit more like
Mike Torres.
Mike Torres, Anthony Young, maybe
Mike
the
Torres.
Boy Wonder. Do you think he looks somewhat like the Boy Wonder Robin on Batman?
I think so. A little bit.
It's
The
those
way he
tights.
wears
I
those-
think it's
yes.
those tights.
They fit him rather well, Ralph, wouldn't you say?
Yes, well, he did come in with a strike there, so the count is 1 strike more than it was
Speaking
before.
of Mike Torres, I saw him on the train the other day. He's selling lawn furniture now.
No, you're kidding me.
That's true.
Mike Torres.
Mike Torres got out of the game before free agency.
Well,
Was
that was
making
his mistake.
300,000.
Strike 2.
Was making 300,000 at the height of his career.
Did you know that Carlos Quintana has 45 starts in right field?
I didn't know that.
The most on the Sox? He does.
I did not know that.
Well, you should know that. The fans chanting, looking for the strikeout from Key. Key steps off, fakes the throw to second, nothing doing. And 3-2 is the count. 1 away, first and second. Key comes to the belt and the pitch. Strike 3.
That was a tremendous pitch.
So Key works out of it.
That was a tremendous pitch.
And the Red Sox do not score. Sign off. And we'll go to a commercial now.
After a message from Joe Bob's Franks, we will have Jim Mitchell coming in for some color commentary.
Jim Mitchell with joining me in the booth here. Jim, pleasure to have you. Many of you may know Jim Mitchell,
Hi, Rich.
former third baseman for the New York Mets.
Yeah, I've been,
Before he changed his name, it was known as Wayne Garrett.
I think I was number 7 on however many they've had, 600 or 700 third baseman. Where are we here? What inning is this?
Well, we're going into the bottom of the 5th. The Yankees.
Before we actually talk about the game, I'm actually here to plug my new series on CBS.
Okay, well, sure, go ahead.
I'm familiar with that. It's called. I forgot the name.
Where are the Yankees media notes here, Cheese? Yankee Doodle. Okay.
What are you reading? No, this is pretty serious. What are we going into the bottom of the 5th? Score is. Are you the play-by-play guy or am I the play-by-play guy?
Go ahead.
Okay, we're in the bottom of the 5th. It's 3-0 Boston. And
Give me
Yankees
a lot
have
of
not really
material here.
shown
You
a
don't know
lot
what the
tonight.
hell it is.
What are you looking for?
I don't know. I'm looking for some scoop.
There's a lot
here.
of crap here that talks about the Yankees, but we don't need to talk
All right.
about that.
Who is this
Toronto's
clown on the
already
mound?
won today, so
Nate
it's pretty much over.
Minchie on the mound for the Red Sox.
Ray Nitchie? Didn't he play
Ray
football?
Nietzsche.
It's his. Oh, it's Ray Nitchie's cousin.
Nietzsche.
Nietzsche?
He's
Nietzsche?
the guy who said
Friedrich
God is,
Nietzsche?
the guy who said God is dead
Friedrich
is on
Nietzsche.
the mound.
He's on
for
the
Red
mound.
Sox.
He's an excellent hitter. Oh, we got the game going here.
Okay.
There's this little screen here you can
Stepping
look
in
at.
for the Yankees.
You know, the game has already been played. 62 minutes old. Is that what this means? Or is this the temperature?
I think that's the temperature. 62 degrees.
Oh, and 62 minutes old. Okay.
We see Butch Hobson drawing down
who's
there
up?
with the
Who's up?
umpire.
Who's up?
Crew chief Durwood Merrill.
We've got first pitch. It's a pop. Oh, it's a foul ball down the left field line.
Matt
and it's into
Noakes.
the stands. Matt Noakes. Matt's been on a tear lately, isn't he? I think he's batting 1,000 in his last at bat. It's 1 for 1. Give you that information.
Yeah, well, he's 29 years old.
He's
Same age as us.
Makes his home in
Somewhere in California.
South Bronx.
0-1 with the pitch. A little bit low. 1-1.
Fans are a little quiet out there. They're a little subdued today.
Well, the thing about Matt Noakes, Jim, you may not know this, but he came into the game last night.
Oh, it's a something.
Handled by the shortstop.
That's an easy
Throw
out.
to
That's
first,
a can of corn.
Move on handles. 1 away.
The thing about the
We'll
Yankees
get to that
is
later.
that today they just haven't really shown the spark that we've been looking for. Oh, it almost hit him in the leg.
That would be the pitcher.
That would be the pitcher. Him. They don't have that screen then.
Well, the people who are going to be watching this will have the screen, so
That's
they'll know
true.
who it almost hit.
That's true. Why do you think they didn't just move that left field fence in about 4 feet so it could be the same as the right field fence? It really looks kind of
gives the
unsymmetrical.
stadium some character.
I see.
In
Bernie
steps
Williams
Bernie Williams.
makes his home in Guayabo, Puerto Rico.
I did not know that.
He's played, I think he had a
And the
really
pitch?
nice season in the Puerto Rican
Low
Summer
ball
League last
1.
year.
But would you let me do a little play-by-play
So.
for Christ's sakes? Ball 1 to Bernie. Minchie gets aside, rocks and deals, cut on and popped to short center field.
That's a can of corn. I'm going to have to step out here. Remember to
Can
watch
of
me on
corn for the
CBS
center
Thursdays
fielder.
at 8 p.m. Take care, Rich.
Bob Zupsik.
Oh, it's a pleasure to join you, Mr. Albert here.
Kenny Bernstein joining me in the booth. Kenny,
Yes.
welcome.
Thank you very much. Oh, Mike Gallego, it reminds me of the time you were down in the minors in Toledo, Rich, and I
Sure,
remember
covering-
you short-sheeted his bed, I think, one time,
Well,
right
sure.
before game
Yeah,
time.
well, that was a big kind of something that you did when down with the Toledo Mudheads down in Toledo. Quite an
Yeah,
organization there, actually.
Call,
First pitch,
first
strike. You want to take the play-by-play? I'll do
No,
color.
no, go ahead. That was a call strike too, Rich. I think you were scratching your
I was
fixing your
bullshitting there,
underwear.
Larson. Thank you. Well, not a whole lot happening in the 5th inning.
No, it's kind of a shame. I think this rain has put a bit of a damper on the game.
A damper. That would be strike 3. Mike went after a bad pitch, and the inning is over.
Oh, what a shame. Well, they're coming out to clean the field now. That looks kind of exciting now.
I believe we're out of the box. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been our pleasure serving you. I'm Rich Albert, and this is
Ken Bernstein
saying so long until tomorrow.
Toodaloo.
Hey, you were great. Next time, bring a buddy along to record another fantasy play-by-play.